My name is Henry. I'm a custom software engineering specialist and I work for Accenture. So a typical day kind of can vary quite a lot. I work in an agile methodology. So we work in 2-week sprints, so it can kind of vary quite a lot in those sprints. But for the most part, I would be doing development work, so I'm a front-end developer. But then it can also be a lot of meetings sometimes, unfortunately, kind of technical analysis meetings. We have our daily stand-up each day. But for the most part, it would be development work, so front-end, so we're working in Spring, MVC, a lot of HTML, JavaScript, CSS. Yeah, it'd be a lot of development work, and also, a lot of end-to-end testing. So a lot of kind of unit tests, integration testing, and then end-to-end testing. We're kind of developing a new application, so it's a lot of testing of the whole application. So, yeah, typical enough day on our client side, and I'd also kind of have a lot of extracurriculars is what we call them in Accenture. So I've been involved with a lot of the new joiners, like the graduates that we'd have coming in. I do kind of icebreaker sessions with them. We'd organise kind of get-togethers for those, coffee mornings, so they can kind of get to know what they're coming into, what their typical day will look like. And I'm also involved with a lot of the university action team. So we will kind of go to my old college, TU Dublin. We go to careers fairs, we get involved with societies, kind of tell them what Accenture is about and hopefully kind of persuade them to come join us. And yeah. I'd say just don't be afraid to get involved as much as you can. And I would say also that don't feel like your background or your degree could limit you in any way. Like I know plenty of the kind of people that I work with and kind of that I joined with that came from a huge variety of backgrounds. Like I myself came from a computer science background and I'm in software engineering, so that kind of seems like the more typical one. But I would know that people that came from maths, from physics, from psychology, from business, like BIS, stuff like that, languages. We have people from like a huge variety of backgrounds. So I would say don't be afraid that kind of maybe you want to pivot into a different career than maybe what you started out as your degree. So I would just say don't be afraid to apply and put yourself out there. Come along, meet us at careers fairs and kind of see what we're all about. Say probably the people. Like I've met kind of like that, the people I work with, the people I joined with, came from a huge variety of backgrounds that I wouldn't necessarily have met before. Not just in terms of their degree and kind of their life experiences, but also from where they're from. Like we would have kind of a lot of foreign people, and we'd have even people from all around the country, from Donegal to Cork. If you're kind of, I like that this is a huge variety of people, and they're all great. Like everyone I worked with, everyone I've met, everyone I've kind of ever talked to in Accenture has always been so friendly and welcoming. I've never felt, I guess, out of place, or none of my very silly questions ever been answered with, that's such a silly question. It's always been, yeah, that's no problem, we'll answer that for you kind of thing. So I'd say definitely the people. It's just basically everyone's just so friendly, be the main thing.